Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Monday workshop. As always, every Monday, so we invite a special guest speaker, and today we have with us Brother Jatin. So, as always, I want to give a little overview about today's session. Today's session is very unique, yeah, and especially the topic today is about having God by your side. It's a whole new mindset that we can hold, and how our overall outlook of the life changes, right? And today we have with us Brother Jatin, who is going to share his deeper experiences as he was going through this Brahmin journey. Brother Jatin is been in this on this path of spirituality for over almost 3 decades. Yeah, couple of years short, 3 decades is most of us. It's our whole of our life. Yeah, and he's Kumar meaning the one who's always lived a life of celibacy, and then who always followed the path of purity, and he takes care of his mom, and he takes care of the Brahmin family. So I got an opportunity to meet Brother Jatin in person, when I met him in Peace Village. He's very light-hearted, and he's, being light-hearted is a very big asset in the times of challenges. When things are going tough, if you take everything seriously, things will become really harder than as it is, right? So he has this very beautiful skill of looking at the things in a lighter tone, right? So especially in our Brahmin journey, we'll see that Baba says, like, yeah, it's just passing thing, past is past, it's a beautiful thing. And so now we are going to hear from Brother Jatin, and he has been a big part of our brother's journey, so he sustains the Kumaris together. So we have a WhatsApp group where so he keeps us stick together, right? Without any further ado, I invite Brother Jatin. Welcome, brother.
Om Shanti, everyone. So, my brother and my sister, they introduced me in a very long way, in very detailed way, but the key thing, they forgot about me. It's just a point of light, it's just a soul. Brother like Harsha, thank you for inviting, and the whole San Francisco family, that whatever I have gained from Baba, I have experienced from Baba. So many a times, when I just share my experiences, and then the term Baba, that it comes out of my mind. So I just question that everybody understands what is the term Baba mean, correct? Or I just use the word God or the Supreme Soul. Just wanted to confirm that, if we all are attending Morley, and what Baba is, and what Baba word means, then definitely we understand more about my experiences and whatever and just this is not a session, or this is not a class, I would say, because I'm not used to, or I'm not in practice of giving classes. As when Brother Harsha asked me about this session, I told him, this is not my forte. I'm not in giving classes, because we have so many senior brothers and senior sisters. That Sister Vaishali, we have Sister Chandru and Sister Moini, and so many other brothers and sisters are there as a seniors one, and we have so many classes from them. Who am I to give the classes? Then we go, okay, let's have a chit chat. And then said, okay, then chit chat is a better word, that we can share each other. So chit chat means I chit and you chat, so that we can talk each other. All right. So definitely we will discuss, and we, like, whatever the experiences I gained, I experienced, like, I accumulated, I would say, I accumulated during my 28 years of my life being with God, being with Baba, and his presence in my life. It's definitely phenomenal. It's really, really phenomenal. It is just because of him, because of his presence, because of his love, I am here today. What to say, like, 28 years ago when I was in Bombay, in India, when I grew up. And at that time, before just Baba got me, I'd never say that I got Baba, but Baba got me. Life was not that great. Life was not that happy. Like, no, I was very much sadness. Don't want to go into that detail, but how Baba picked me at the right time. And then I started my journey being with him, and I understand him. I slowly, I went deeper into his understanding about his journey, his knowledge, what he is giving us daily morning on the way of Murli. And then how the Baba's presence started in my life. It's really very, very interesting. Like, many interesting incidents happen. If we go in each and every incident now, then definitely we need 4 or 5 hours to just discuss more and more. But I'll definitely share some of the very interesting moments that how Baba started having his presence. God started having his presence in my life, which I did not understand first. I did not realize it, that God has stepped into my life, and he has taken over my life. But slowly I understood. Many a times when we, like, looking at your life, some of you have gotten, like, must have started now, or you must be experiencing Baba for past couple of years, or 5 years, 10 years. No, I don't know how many years you've been there, but if it is initial years, initial days for you, then how do you feel? Ask yourself, do I feel Baba's presence? Do I feel God's presence in my life now? You may say, yes, absolutely. Some say, yeah, kind of. Some say, no, I haven't. But as soon as, like, you start reading Murli, you start understanding Murli, you start having little love for Murli and say Murli, more morning class, that means the Baba has stepped into your life. That's the proof that Baba has stepped into your life, and he has the presence in your life. It's like there is a little child. Most of you, I don't know how many have you got children, but when a parent has some children, then you see that how much parents' presence is there in a child's life. As the child begins his life, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, the parents are fully present in the life. Each and every step, parent is there. His food, a child's food, child's nap time, child's play time, child's, like, hygiene time. Each and everything, like, parents' presence is there. In the same way, when I become Baba's child, or you become Baba's child in the initial days, God is present for each and every step. He is taking care of us very much. Initial days. Underline initial days. As the child grows, parents' presence reduces little by little. Why? Because parent wants that my child becomes independent. My child becomes independent. My child grows. My child can take care of himself. But that doesn't mean that parent is stepped away from their life, but he is outside. He's watching that my child is doing good. In the same way, as soon as our Brahmin journey starts, Baba's presence are there in initial days. Initial days, I would say some years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Baba takes care of us so much, so much. I just share my initial life when I started my journey with Baba's in Bombay. Suddenly my life became completely upside down. It was completely upside down. In what way? The sadness of the life is completely changed. I did not do anything, but my Baba, my parents, God is definitely started playing part as my parent. That okay, what does my child need? And he started providing me. I was looking for some good companies in the life, in my regular life, some good friends. And very first thing what Baba provided me, it's a very good friends at the center, and all were Kumaris like me. And they were so nice, so beautiful people Baba provided me that I was not sure, okay, this kind of people do exist in this world. I did not know. Baba provided me that first. Why? Because he started stepping into my life. Okay, what does my child need? So as soon as he started providing me, and then I got very good, nice company, and my life, it started becoming good. It was very painful before. Now the pain is fading away, and the happiness was sweeping it. So slowly, 1 year, 2 year, and within 2 years, I would say within definitely 2 years, my life was completely upside down, and I started enjoying my life. I started going to the center. I started being at the center, and the seva. What we do, we go to the center. We do seva. We do this. We do that. All whatever the teachers say, we were enjoying. I was enjoying so much. How did I get this happiness? Only because the Baba has stepped into my life. He started his presence into my life. But did I understood? Oh, it is a Baba's presence. No, I did not understand that time. This intellect was not at all ready. But slowly, as I went on, and I started enjoying the Murli, what Baba is saying, because we had a nice company with us. We all brothers were sitting together. We were studying the Murli together, and we started understanding why, what, how Baba is helping me. What are the main relationships with Baba? What does this relationship with Baba mean? I did not know at all for first couple of years. Even though I did not understand the relations, but I started enjoying the happiness. I started experiencing the happiness. And then I slowly I started connecting the dots that how did I started getting this happiness? Because the Baba is now taking care of me. He is my parent. I am his child, a very new child, and he is taking care of me slowly, step by step. He provided me, what do you want first? And when I just relaxed my mind for a couple of years, and then he slowly make me understood that whatever the study is there, now we need to study. Then he started giving me the understanding. I started developing the interest in the Murlis. And after understanding the Murli, I understood that how Baba is taking interest in our life, how he is helping, how he is present in my life with each and every step. So what I then understand slowly, that the key understanding, the key, ingredient of Baba's presence in my life was my core love for him. It was complete, I would say, I, there was nothing in return. Did not want anything in return. Just my core love from the heart for him. That everything what I do, I always talk to him. And that core love was the main ingredient to, experience his presence in my life. Deeper the love, more the presence. I would say this is more and more love I have for him with all the relationship. Now, how to go in the detailed relationship, that's a completely a different chapter that we can discuss sometime later. But as my father, as my mother, as my friend, and the most important relation what I experienced and enjoyed even today is my supreme guide. That he is guiding me each and every step. Child, what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. So as I presence is always getting better and better, better and better on the basis of understanding him. It is not just like talking and just talking and whenever I have some issues, I told them, oh, this is the issue, fix this. It's it's nothing bad asking him to fix the things, but along with that, just sit with him, talk to him, and heart to heart conversation with him, and whatever I do in my life, I shared with him. I did this, or I want to do this, or I'm thinking about this, or I'm I'm hoping this, I'm wishing this. I had a wish list too at that time. Oh, Baba, I want this, I want that. It was like, I would say childishness, because early days we all are children. We are all are naive, innocent people, like innocent souls are there. But slowly, as soon as you love Baba and you talk to him, he makes you understand that how to get away from this and go deeper understanding, a deeper relationship, very mature relationship. That is still again a different matter. But how I'm just sharing that how I started having his presence. Early days, everything I was sharing with him. Okay, I'm gonna start this new task. How do I do it? I always speak to him, and I even though I was not receiving instant answer, but I was having full faith. Okay, I have talked to him. I have given him the all the information. Now let's see what he says. Let me see how he directs me. Let me see how he guides me. And when I have the full faith on him, he takes me along with him. And that way, I started feeling more and more presence in my life. And sometimes when I surrender something, okay, I want to do this or I want to do that, and I'm surrendering everything, whatever you feel okay, let it happen to me. And I become very much carefree, very much lighthearted. And that made my relationship with Baba, with God, deeper. It's with full faith that I don't have to worry. Many a times, I see that example of when a child is holding his father's finger, okay, and just walking on the road, how that child feels protected and safe when his hand is in his father's hand. He is very much safe. As soon as the father's hand is loose and he's by himself, he started panicking. Same way, as soon as, like, even I'm a child right now. Even I say, okay, I'm 20 years with Baba, 28 years I spent with Baba. I am a, like, grown up child. I never think that way. I'm not a grown up child. I'm still a baby. Why? When I feel I'm still a baby, my Baba takes care of me very well. If I think, oh, I'm a grown up child, it is my responsibility, or it is my, like, I have to do this, I have to do that, then it doesn't give me that lightness. That doesn't give me that, like, carefree. It doesn't make me carefree. It makes me look at, oh, I have to. That's a burden of responsibility. I don't want to take this burden of responsibility. I give everything to him. So what I understand is, like, as I'm talking, I understand the surrendership. Whenever, how much you surrender your everything, your all the resources to him, he takes care of everything, and you feel his presence constantly. And like, for every moment you feel it's his presence, that he's there with me. He's standing right beside me, or he's standing right behind me. That, okay, child, you do it. If anything goes wrong, I'll take care of it. That kind of, like, faith, that kind of safety I feel. What else we need? Like, when you are under the canopy of God, when you are under the canopy of the Almighty, what else we need? Right? And many a times, I would say, anything happens according to drama, that unpleasant scene happens. I always invoke Baba. Okay, Baba, please join. Let me, take care of this. Very one funny early days, I would say in 95 or something, somewhere in time. Very funny incident I want to share with you. How Baba present, I felt Baba's presence instantly when there is a problem. In very short, it's a long story, but I'll make it very short. But it's funny. That's why I wanted to share with you. In Bombay, you must be aware of these trains, right? Local trains, etc. So I was traveling by the local train, and I was pickpocketed. Somebody pickpocketed me, and my purse, my wallet was gone. But I immediately, realized it is somebody pickpocketed me. And immediately I turned off. It was a, trains and people and, crowd, etc., etc. But it's gone. Whoever pickpocketed, they are smart. It's gone. But I was very much upset. I was very much upset. I tried here and there, but nothing happened. I started fighting with Baba at that same time. I started fighting with Baba at that time. How could that happen? How is it possible that any, dirty energy can touch me? I am your child. I am your child, and why I'm not protected by you? How is it possible that somebody pickpocketed me? Your money is gone. Your, your child is worried now. And I was upset. I was talking to him, and, now how will I go home? Because my ticket was in the pocket. I mean, in the wallet. The wallet is gone. The ticket is not there. There is no money. That time there was no cell phone. So now how will I go home? And I was worried, and, now I told him. I told Baba. Now I'm sitting in the train. That, the TC, the ticket checker, should not come to me. If he comes to me, he'll put me in jail, and I don't want to go in jail. All this nonsense I was talking here and back, and, I said in the I travel by the train. Then I go down at the station, and I just walk to the it was a 1 hour walk from there, from the station. And I was talking, why it is possible, why I'm not protected, or I'm not doing this, not doing that. As soon as I reached home, my mother greeted me, and she asked me, "Did you lose anything?" I was so dumbstruck, and I was so, zapped. how did you know that my and I was pickpocketed I lost my wallet in the train right now? Yeah, who said it? Here is your wallet. And she gave me the wallet. I had no clue, and I was so I did not understand. I should be happy. I should be amazed. I should be. What should I do in that? And then I found out, okay, what happened. I don't want to go into detailed story, but something happened that pocket, the wallet was this big pocketed wallet was dropped by him. Somebody found it, and he came because my address was in my wallet. He came to my house and he dropped me the full wallet before I reach home. And then when I sat in a quiet and said, Baba, thank you. And then when I'm receiving a feeling that Baba is telling me, do you think I don't care of you? I go, no, Baba, you do care for me. Okay, don't worry about this. So this kind of funny incidents, so many funny incidents happen, and I felt so many Baba is always stayed with me. He's talking to me. He is watching me, and he's taking care of me. And that slowly, step by step, in the journey went on and on and on. After some years, I had to come to USA. I was very happy over there, but there was something happened in the family issues, and that it was compulsory for me to come to USA. I had no interest. I don't want to go to US. I'm very happy here. But the drama forced me to come here, and I was again not happy with Baba. Why you are forcing me to go to US? Why? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And I came here in 2000, in the year 2000. After coming here, the Peace Village was introduced to me, and I realized, and everything was shown, okay, the Peace Village needed me. And because at that time, the Peace Village was new, and it was a huge, humongous place. And the teacher here and the whole team, Sevadari team here, was looking for the help, Sevadaris. And Baba was transferred me here. And after coming here and serving in Peace Village, it literally, changed my life. The whole new chapter, the spiritual chapter of my life started after being in USA. Completely everything was changed. The whole, only the Lokik family remained the same, rest everything changed. Alokik family changed. Whole food pattern changed, whole weather pattern changed, everything changed. But Peace Village sustained me so well that I thank Peace Village every single time. That Baba was guiding me, go there. Now you will get something new here. And now serving in the Peace Village for past 20 years, 22 years, I'm enjoying every bit, even today. And Baba, Baba is taking care of me. Go over there. Now you will have some different. And after coming here, I got a new teacher, Sister Moini. Sister Moini was an excellent teacher. And she is giving such a nice understanding of the Baba's knowledge, how to understand the Murli, how to understand the relation with Baba, how to talk to Baba, how to respect him. And so many new things I understood. And my relation with Baba went further deep. And during this so many years, and definitely there are challenges. Challenges are always there. And I would say challenges should be there always. Without challenges, we never progress. Test papers are always required. So, and then so many test papers came, and everything surrendered to Baba. Baba, you take care of this. I don't know. Simple, I don't know. You tell me, how do I do this? You tell me, what should I reply? You tell me, how would I react over there? How do I respond here? When I surrender everything to him, my life became very much lighter, 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 and lighter. Because, it's not my responsibility. Baba is taking care of me. And many a times in the Murli, Baba said that, okay, give me all the burden. Why you are carrying this on your head? And why should I carry? Take care of, you take care of this. And he is ready to receive it. He's ready to take care. He's ready to take it. Then I definitely give him everything, and I still light. When I remain light, always my relationship with others, they feel like this. Because I don't work on, okay, my interaction with this person or this soul must remain very light. No, I don't think about that. I just think I should remain light. I should remain with Baba, and I just enjoy. People, all other souls who are come in my contacts, interactions, they feel lightness automatically. This is how do I get this? This is not me. This is not my expertise. This is not what is I cultivated. This is everything I am receiving from Baba, receiving from God, and I'm enjoying his treasures, his blessings, his, in Hindi it's called du'aएं. It's so wonderful du'aएं that those blessings I receive, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Many a times, when I listen to Dadiji's classes and Sister Mohini's classes and the Sister Jayanti's class, they always say, what is the current, the current efforts people are making? They are not making any efforts. They are enjoying the current time of the Sangam Yoga. I really so much fascinated when I heard this. Yeah, why should I make so much efforts now? I must enjoy the current time. And I'm enjoying it. And more I enjoy, more I focus on enjoying the time, the Sangam Yoga, the confluence time, I enjoy it. More presence of Baba I feel, I experience it. Baba is there with me. He's taking care of me, everything. Whatever some time left, I must enjoy with him. That's make me lighter and lighter. And I just enjoy and keep working. That doesn't mean that I don't see the challenges. Challenges are always there. And I'm also ready for the next day's challenge. Tomorrow what will be there? I don't know. But I don't worry. These days, I would say, on the challenge side, as I'm in IT, for past 10 years, the idea is a contracting job. So I have to hop over one job to other, according to the contracts. But I did not like it. Why should I just keep jumping from one to other to other? When I asked Baba, I don't want to jump anymore. Just give me one good, steady job so that I can sit there quietly. I enjoy your company and I enjoy the seva. I don't want to focus more on here and there. And the last one, what I got, it's the same one what I asked Baba. Now I can spend time over at the job and spend more time on the seva. My seva most of the time is in peace village. I enjoy it. What else I need from Baba? Nothing more. What I say, what Baba says to me, what Baba asked me in the morning, child, do this, don't do this. I just follow it. I'm not saying, oh, I'm the 100% follower. No, I make boo-boo sometime. Yes, I do. But, the most I can do, most I can follow. And my target is to follow 100%. I haven't reached there yet, to be very frank with you. But as I enjoy my time with Baba, enjoy Baba's company, I'll keep going. And with your blessings, with brothers, sisters, all are my alaukic family, spiritual family around me. We all are happy. We all are going together, and we will reach to the destination. We don't need to worry about. So, the core thing, what I understand for the Baba's presence is give your everything, surrender your everything to Him. Don't keep yourself for yourself. Okay, it is my responsibility, or it is me. I have to do this. I have to do that. Instead of I have to, Baba has given me to do this. I will do it. When I have that Baba's presence and the surrendership, Baba takes care of everything. And I feel more presence of Baba, more company. Sometimes you must have heard it Murli when Baba says, talk with me, sleep with me, eat with me, drink with me. I try to do that. Many times I forget, but I try to, wow, Baba, I want to do that. As you say, just talk with me, drink with me, sleep with me, dance with me, everything with me. Little effort is needed, little effort. But if you take one step, it is thousandfold steps are it's guaranteed there. I have experienced. And that way, Baba is everywhere in my, it's not the omnipresent, definitely, but it is all omnipresent inside me, I would say. It's everywhere inside me. Now, anything, Baba, what is next, Baba? I have to do this, Baba, I have to do that. Now, no, you take care of this. This is the things to be done. You tell me how should I do it? As I surrender, I feel His presence and He takes care of me. And the second core thing, the main ingredient to feel the Baba's presence is to have a love for Him from the core of the heart. Such a pure, very true love for Him. And definitely He takes care of everything then. This is what my life is. This is what I'm sharing. And there are so many other incidents, funny incidents happened also here. At that time you feel, okay, yes, Baba's presence is there. Baba is with me. He is watching me. Another funny incident I tell you, it happened here when I was having the different jobs. So according to the job, I had to move to that location so that the travel time is reduced quite a bit. So one day I was moving. So for the job, that contract got over. So I was moving from that location and coming back to this New Jersey. And I was the only one, and I had not that many stuff. So I just rented a U-Haul mini truck, the small size truck. And then all the household stuff will fit in one. And I just loaded it and everything was done. And I, since morning I was like, come on, Baba, you have to work with me. You have to load everything. It is by myself. There is no one. How would I do it? But everything was done. Baba helped me. Okay, everything was done. I shut down the U-Haul truck. I locked it. Everything is okay. Before started, I remember Baba. Now it's a journey. It's a truck. We are car drivers. Now we have to drive the truck. You take care of me now. Okay, I started. As soon as I started, not even a 5 minutes, 7 minutes, there was a thought in my mind that something came up in my mind, and it was a sound that it was saying me that the shutter of the U-Haul truck is open. So it was a sound in my mind. The shutter of the truck, the door, the truck, the shutter truck, the shutter of the truck is open. I told myself, no, it's not open. I locked it myself. Nothing, just got away. And I kept driving. It was like my ears are like ringing. So I'm just hearing the voices. Everything is okay. Keep going. Within 2 minutes, there was a louder sound. Stop now. The shutter was open. Pull over. It was a louder sound in over there. I immediately pulled over. Immediately, saying, okay, what's going on? I went back and the shutter was up. The whole all the stuff was hanging outside. It's about to go on the road and create a disaster. And at that time, I was so struck. Oh my God, Baba, it was you. It was you who was telling me the door was open, the shutter was open. Go and close it. And I just closed it very well. I thanked Baba so much. If it was not that, and the stuff was fell on the road, it might have created a big accident and a disaster. This kind of small incidents, there are so many. There are a couple of more, but I don't want to just give everything. But there are so many incidents that Baba talks to me. My child, don't do this. And I immediately stop. No. And sometimes there's a sound comes in. Do that. I immediately do that. I don't ask myself, okay, how, why, what, not. No. What is his proof? Baba's presence. Baba is so much present with me in my mind, in my intellect, in my sanskars, everywhere. I have given him space. You sit down. You take care of these three, mind, intellect, and sanskar, these three mischievous three people, goes everywhere. Take care of them. And he says, but it doesn't mean that, okay, he controls everything. But he, at the right time, he sends me the signal. Okay, this is the things to be done, and I follow it. I have to follow the signal. Whatever I receive, I just have to follow. That makes me so happy and makes me lighter and makes it more. All right, Baba, you taking care of my life. I will keep going, and with you, I will enjoy. I will enjoy every moment of Sangam, every moment of confluence, and I'll just, whatever, seva, plenty of seva. Just because of this COVID, right now, there are less seva is happening. Services are happening. Because I'm not into these sessions. I'm not good at giving the classes. But I'm good at doing other sevas. So I'm very much happy with that. I enjoy cooking. So I go and cook for Yagya. It gives me so much happiness. It fills me Baba's presence while cooking. It is give me it's a divine happiness. Baba is there with me. And food is such an important thing, important matter for us. About the food, you must have heard so many things during the Murli and through your teachers, that how food is so much important for us. And Baba has given me that opportunity to prepare the food for the Brahmin souls. So how much Baba's presence is required in me while cooking? Baba is there. Baba says, okay, I'm with you. So do this. I'm okay, Daddy, I am there for you. And this way I'm just enjoying my life.
The aspect of the subtlety that you are bringing up, right? I had this strong experience too, especially when I'm subtle enough, right? So especially our ego does not get into our way when Baba is giving us the subtle indications that I'm there for you, do this, right? And then I personally had one of those experiences, especially when coming to US. I was planning to come here for my studies, and my visa was rejected. I was so upset. I had full aid and I had good funds to show I am going to come, but it was rejected twice. I was so upset, right? And I was wondering, like, why is this happening to me? And then I said, like, well, whatever, and got into a job. And then next time when I came was I came with a full time job, and that's when I realized that Baba is looking after you, right? And then I did my masters after coming here, fully paid by the company, and I don't have to go and then cramp in a tiny room with 50 other people,
That's
all
good.
these big bills and stuff, you know. So then I realized that Baba is always looking after me even before I came into Gyan. I came into Gyan after coming here, but before also Baba is always looking after us, right? He knows what is best for us more than what we think is best for us, right? And but sometimes when our ego takes over, that no, this is what I want, and when we become very stubborn, right? Sometimes Baba says, like, don't be too stubborn. Out of stubbornness, even though Baba is bringing best for us, we fight back and then go in the wrong way, right? And still Baba will never let go of us. So I really enjoyed what you're sharing about, like, if you really love, that stubbornness of egos melts down.
Meltdown.
As the stubbornness melts down, you get to at least listen to your own conscience. It may be coming from the depth of your conscience, and then you're trying to give some attention to what's coming from your conscience, right? Baba is talking through our conscience, right? From the depth of our conscience. And then it's like, maybe there is something to it. So for that, I need to be very silent enough. If I'm too busy with my own dreams and imagination, and ego is taking all over, so it will be too difficult, right? And definitely what you're sharing is very relevant in this COVID times, where the loneliness and depression is creeping into everybody's life. It is not one thing that they are looking after, right? They feel like, yeah, I have a job, I have this, but I don't feel happiness anymore,
Right.
right? And when we build that relationship with something subtle, something beautiful, something which is eternally there for us, like Baba, right? If I learn how to build that, nothing can get me into that state of depression and loneliness.
Absolutely.
And of course we feel blessed to have Baba in our life, but not many people have that. Um, mm, of course, Baba is Baba for everyone, of all 8 billion of them. He is the father of all of them. But not everyone is able to sense Baba's presence in their life, right? Baba works through family, Baba works through the drama, Baba works through us, and then everything is guiding us to something better. But I need to learn how to to listen, how to recognize the voice, right? So do you have any suggestions around for those who are in a border where they say, like, yes, I understand, I'm in a mess. I know that God is always there for me, like, but how do I listen to him? How do I connect to him?
Right. Yeah, very simple, like not, I would say simple, but some kind of little, um, study is needed. A little bit of work is needed. It is simple understanding that whenever you want to tune the frequency, like if you want to hear the music of the FM 103.5, then you need to tune your instrument to 103.5,
Mm,
right? Then you will be able to listen to that music. So Baba is also having his presence at his frequency. It is always there at that frequency. I have to tune my frequency, my instrument to that frequency so that our connection is will be established. Now, how to understand what is his frequency?
mm,
That is the key thing we need to understand. And that frequency is to understand from the Murli.
mm,
Murli is the key thing. What I understood what I recognized Baba, the God, is absolutely from the Murli. I studied Murli very well. What he's trying to say, what is he? What is his what kind of entity he is? In Hindi, it's called a Kansi Asami. Asami is a very nice word in Hindi. It's like a very robust entity. That how do I understand? That I understand from the Murli. Study Murli, what he's trying to say, what he is, what he is giving, how he is giving, how he operates. When I understand his operating style, I will understand that frequency. And once that frequency I understand, I'll definitely start understanding his music.
Beautiful.
So that frequency is needed. Otherwise, we just keep doing keep surfing multiple frequencies. I try here, try there, try there, try there, but not trying the main frequency, the key frequency. And we spend so much time, so much resources, and we get tired and depressed and feel like a loser. Oh, I'm nowhere. No, your efforts are going in wrong direction. Just try to channelize in the right direction. And that channel is through Murli. Channel is to understand, study the Murli. What Baba is trying to say, what he is. No, to understand him, to recognize him is the key thing. And it is easy. It's not that too difficult. Oh my God, I need to understand God. I won't be able to. He is so simple to understand. Very simple. But our mind is so complicated and try to understand the very much complex things. That simple thing we don't understand. Right? Today's mind is so much complex. And we always try to understand the complex things. Simple thing we just ignore. But God's frequency is very simple. And to once you understand, okay, this is the frequency, now how to tune with that frequency to start having the relationship with it. Start with one relation what you enjoy the most. Start with one, and slowly, then you will start understanding his music, his voice, his presence, and you'll go more. Today's time, you mentioned very a key thing that today's COVID time, though people are home, working from home, not traveling, very much safe, quarantine, etc. But they are not happy. They are sad. They are lonely. Why? Because because of the COVID situation, lots of negative energy is around us. Everybody, talking about COVID. Oh my God, oh my this and that. What happened? People are dying here. People are losing this and that. And so people are all talking about the negatives. A whole negative energy is around us. And definitely whatever the energy is around you is going to work on you. Even though you keep yourself very much safe. But energy, you're not going to stop breathing. So that energy is going to creep in you. But to be safe from that, I just keep myself very much connected with the power, this positive power, the positive energy. But how would I keep connected and keep the connection intact and don't let it break? You need to build the relations. Once you have a good relation, you are always connected. If you don't have any relation, not connected.
Beautiful.
Relations are much needed.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your analogy of tuning into your radio frequency, right? That frequency is broadcasted all over.
All over, yes.
It is there for anyone to tap into it and then decode it and then get the music out of it, right?
Yeah.
It is up to the device to tap into that frequency which is broadcasted all over the universe. It's the same frequency with radius, right? It's up to you. If you want to tune in, you tune in. You have to tune in your device. And I like how you build the bridge between that analogy to the reality, right? So here we are not trying to connect to anything physical or material frequency or something, but here we are tapping into some conscious being. Like I am conscious who can think, feel, experience, express, right? And Baba is also a conscious being who can think, who can feel for us, like a mother who feels for a child, right? So now to tap into something which is conscious, the bridge is Murli. Bridge is the Murli. Murli is very tangible, something that you can read, something you can, by reading between the lines, you can sense the mind of a person who is thinking these kinds of thoughts, right? And it is very tangible to connect to something intangible, right? Baba is never, he's not in a body in person like you and me who can meet and then can interact physically, but we have him here. He spoke through the mouth of Brahma Baba, and then he gave whole of this Murli. Just listening to the Murli and holding this perspective of who is this being who thinks like this?
Right.
Who thinks like this? That itself, that holding that mindset itself will give some understanding of that being. Who is that being who thinks like this for me? And then it will start holding on, that itself will take our attention to the being itself. And that is the connection. I say like, wow, this is how you feel for me. And that itself will open up your heart. This is how it feels for me. And then the minute I hold on to that, and then the subtle bridge opens up. And then it's so beautiful how you brought these two analogies together. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There is one question here from Sister Doreen. She was asking, when you're talking about Baba, right now comes to the subtle aspects of it. Maybe it is a little technical. She was asking, do you talk to Brahma Baba or Bab Dada or Shiv Baba?
Now talking to the Supreme, talking to Baba is combined. And I never thought, okay, I'm talking to Shiv Baba right now, not talking to Brahma, or Brahma, not Shiv Baba. No, but Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, they both are combined. So whenever I talk, it's always both combined. Shiv Baba needs to give the drishti, or needs to give light might. He uses Brahma. So definitely whenever I talk, and when I want to listen something, and automatically Brahma's picture comes in front of me, that he is talking. But who is the energy? He is the Shiv Baba's energy. He is talking. But only the mouth is, his lips are Brahma Baba's. But I don't have that, okay, this is Shiva, this is Brahma. This is, we have to go beyond this. I am talking to the Supreme, and he uses only one mouth.
Yeah, it's so
Thank
beautiful. Thank you. So if anyone have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. So in the meantime, like how you were.
He's asking something. Yeah.
Doreen Ben, you're saying something?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm done. Thank you so much for answering my question.
Cool. Yeah. So Jatin, by one of the questions I was thinking as you're sharing is, when you enter this path of spirituality, right? And we are so surrounded by the laukik and then the friends, family, and then something is not fulfilling our appetite for love, right? So maybe we are looking for a friend, company, and good surroundings, something which is not comforting, and all of a sudden Baba exposed you to the Brahmin family, right? And the minute you walked into that, you start relating to people, and then you start listening to them and say like, wow, people like this exist in the world. Right? Yeah. These people. Right? So in other words, Baba was using Brahmin family, right, to give a feel of what a true love feels like, right? So the minute somebody get a taste of that true love, I wouldn't say unconditional. It is more Laukik. Laukik means like, oh, I did this, what do I get? It's less of that.
Transactional.
It's more transactional. And here it is more spiritual. It's a spiritual transaction, but it is more spiritual. And spiritual things are eternal, right? It is good, right? I express love and then I invoke love in you, right? And there is no other way that it won't come back to me, right? It is a beautiful and logical way of engaging love, engaging with love. It's sometimes in Laukik you always hear that, look, I'm giving love to this, that, and the other. Who is looking after me, right? So that itself will give a taste that, okay, look, this is all conditioned. So you will never get that thing back, right? As long as I'm body conscious and then engaging with others to experience some love, it always depletes you, right? So I'm giving love here, there, and everywhere. Who is loving me, right? So I need love to be loved, right? So whereas when we come from the spiritual space, first thing Baba says that, look, you should look for love only in Baba, not in people, first thing. And then we get a taste of it. And then Baba says that, look everyone as a soul. Don't look with their roles, don't look with their color, culture, and all of the stuff, right? And engage from that perspective. So then you're engaging with the spirit behind it, right? So the minute we start having the spiritual interactions, it creates such a beautiful atmosphere. And whoever walks into that atmosphere is filled with Baba's presence.
Right.
And it's such a beautiful thing to sense that love, that spiritual love, and get colored by the Brahmin family. And then Brahmin family is a big part of our sustenance.
True, absolutely true.
So, and now if you take one step further into this, in taking sustenance, Baba's sustenance through Brahmin family, if you take one step closer, the real flavor of Brahmin love, you get it from daddies.
Right.
Right? So would you like to share some of your personal experiences with daddies and the seniors?
I did not have that too many experiences with daddies, but many a times Dadi Prakash Mani used to come to our center in Bombay. That is the center of Gam Devi, and very much many of them you are aware of that center. I don't know where, but that center is a very old center where Brahma Baba in person used to come over there in 1950s, and then in that particular spot where he used to go, that location, it was later a center was established there. So Brahma Baba's direct connection was in the foundation of that center, and then Prakash Mani Dadi was serving at that center for 8 years, and then after Baba became Avyakta, Dadi Prakash Mani moved from that center to Madhuban. And lately, when Dadi Gulzar in last for 3 to 4 years, she was at the same center. So at that center, all these senior Dadijis used to come. And we, we all young children, in 2 years, Gyan, 3 years, we used to sit on the floor, and Dadi used to sit on the, chair. And just having very light conversation. How are you doing? You are my children. And you, see so much of love, unconditional love, what you mentioned, she was pouring onto us. I did not know, my God, this kind of love is also there in this world. Same thing I had. Because I came from very sad world to this new world, and so much of love. She doesn't need anything from us. It was not like, okay, now she is giving us a tholi or some candies or oh, we are happy, we got something. No, she was not giving anything, but the love pouring from her eyes was wonderful. Just love. There's no much of like classes, not much of like teachings. Oh, you must do this, you must read Murli. No, nothing like that. That Prakashmani Dadi's like blessing that whenever you could just be relaxed, enjoy Baba's company. Baba is with us. Just stay carefree, nischint. At that time, I did not understand what do you mean by being carefree. I have so many things to do. I have to settle myself. I'm not earning right now. I'm 25, but not making a single penny right now. How do I become very careless? I mean, carefree. Not the careless, but carefree. No, it was not possible. But the way she was her it was very so subtle, so like angel, she was used to do like this. Okay, okay, okay. Everything will be okay. And we were feeling that vibrations. Yes, everything will be okay. And many times when we go to Mount Abu, and there's a story that Dadi used to stay sit outside under the sun in the morning after Murli and taking sunlight, sitting outside, and she was saying everyone to good morning to everyone. And that time, as soon as I passed from there, I had met Dadi only once that time. I'm talking about 94. And in 93, Dadi came to Gamdevi and we just met. And in 94, when I went to Madhuban, and I just bypassed Dadi. And when I go, Dadi, she's the head of the Brahma Kumaris. You stay a little away from it. Oh my God, she is at the position. But she recognized me at that time. Oh, you from Gamdevi, right? Come here. How are you? Good morning. I was so surprised. There are hundreds and thousands of people meeting her, and she is meeting. But she recognized me. She is one of from the Gamdevi. Last year I met him. I felt so belonging. Okay, she is my mother. She remembers me. Now she is like Brahma. Okay, Brahma. They say about Brahma Baba. I think she is like Brahma Baba. That kind of relationship we built with Dadijis and but most of the time very much I gain is coming here from Sister Mohini, to be very, very honest with you. Sister Mohini's understanding about the knowledge, about every deep aspect of everything for all four subjects. Literally, I learned a lot from her. I shared my so many personal things with her, and she guided me in the right direction. And the most beautiful thing that we if we all are privileged, that she is a trans messenger. Whatever you want to convey with Baba, just tell her, she conveys to Baba. And you can communicate with her in a kind of a physical way also.
Yeah.
It's always when you talk to Baba, it's always subtle. There you have to match the frequency. Here you don't have to match frequency. Simple talk. That's all. Many benefits I got from Sister Mohan. Definitely, I really thankful to her. And still every day, she is giving beautiful sustenance for past 2 years for this Abhyakti Parivar, and it's excellent. The core of her understanding we are receiving. Beautiful, we are receiving. So that's my main experiences with seniors.
No, that is beautiful. So most of the time, the true learning, especially the spiritual learnings, they're not something to be intellectualized.
Yeah.
Right? You put your head into it, you mess it up.
Exactly. Many a times I say, people, do not apply too much brain here. Here, your heart is needed.
Yeah.
Your heart. It's a heart-to-heart conversation with the Supreme will work. Do not try to go into. There are so many. I know there are so many spiritual speakers in our yagya. They analyze the gyan in so much in technical and analytical and dissect so much. I think there is not need. There is no need to go into that intellectual level. Just heart, your bhavna, your feelings. Your
Mm.
feelings are required here.
Yeah, and especially,
Use less head but more heart. This is the right word I
yeah.
would say.
So in other words, using head is not wrong, but it is not a right tool to use.
Less. I said use less head but more
Yeah,
heart.
that is true. And especially when this is one analogy one of my friends always said, which clicked with me, is like, if you haven't tasted ever mango, and if I keep describing you about mango,
Mhm.
the how many units of sweetness is there, and the color, texture, and all of the stuff, man, keep talking about it forever, and you'll never make other person understand what it tastes like.
Right.
Just make him taste it. That is the best approach to somebody, to give a taste of a mango, to tell it
Yeah, it's true.
somebody how does a mango taste. Put it in their mouth and let them taste for
Test
themselves,
and test, and you experience it. Experience is a key thing.
and then
Without
you can talk all.
experiencing, hmm,
Yeah, and especially people talk so much technical things, which definitely makes people so freaked out that, oh boy, this is too complicated a thing.
too
This man,
complicated. Yeah,
it is something to do with satyug, so I can never taste it.
yeah,
So you'll totally drop it off, right? And then like you're saying, Baba is not complicated. Baba is simple.
that is very simple.
And
Very
he's
simple.
spiritual. You got to be in a spiritual presence to understand spiritual things. That is the only thing that you need to understand.
True.
The minute you step into that spiritual realm, everything is so simple. And then especially somebody was talking to sharing this, like in the olden days, one Western sister went to Dadi Prakashmani, and then she said, like, Dadi, you know what, everyone have their boyfriends, girlfriends, and families and all of that stuff. We feel lonely, and then we even feel depressed. And then Dadi said, like, what is this thing called depression? What is stopping you? You have a whole family. You have this million people of Brahmin family. You have a big family. What is this thing called depression? you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And it is something you got to just switch the gear into the spiritual realm, step into your spiritual presence, and then from that perspective, start engaging with Baba. And then you can taste, you feel for yourself. Don't try to intellectualize how it feels like.
Right.
It. Just do it.
Just start experiencing. Just
Hmm.
give in that same frequency, sit yourself with lots of love, lots of feelings, and then you'll start experiencing his presence. And
Yeah,
more surrender, more listen to him, more follow him, and more response you will receive. In fact, response is
definitely.
already there, but we are not recognizing his responses.
Very true. And then I definitely want to add to the sharing that so we are fortunate to have Dadi Chandru Didi here. And,
Aha.
and one of the things is, you know, something that really shows what you're made up of is when all of your physical capabilities goes away, right?
Mhm.
So I am fortunate enough to be to live with Sister Chandru, and then I have seen, like, she recently had some physical things going on, and as a part there was a stroke, and then she was not able to speak and then express herself, right? And then we had this briefing with the family members from the doctor, what to expect next, right? Somebody goes to a stroke, like what to expect from there, because they will not able to express themselves, it will be frustrating, and then they will be uh, saying things that it may strain your relationships and all kinds of stuff, right? We haven't seen a bit of what the doctor was telling. She was the happiest. All she says, like, "Hey, let's come together, eat together, and enjoy together." And then she stepped into that subtle stage where, I mean, just today we went out, and then she was in a very light and happy presence, right? And of course, her ability to frame a sentence and all of the thing has gone, but you can see what yoga has done to the soul, and then so from a totally spiritual presence, especially when we see somebody living up to it. That is the best teaching you can ever get, right? Somebody can tell all complicated things, and when you come back to their life, and then you'll see that, oh no, they're way far from what they're speaking. You will lose faith in the very teaching itself.
Right.
So it is always, we are so blessed to have such a seniors, such a role model. The other brother I would definitely want to bring it up is, Brother Mohan. Brother Mohan, he is in Gyan for almost like 40 years or something. In one of the initial brothers from San Francisco. And at one point, he literally was going through this physical thing. He lost total memory. He had this total amnesia that hit him. He was not able to recognize anyone, right? And he was so calm and composed, even though he lost all the memory. And somehow, the sisters came to track him, and then when she found, he recognized the sisters, nobody else. So then you realize that none of your physical skills that you build, right, cognitive skills that you have built, will come handy. The spirituality goes much more deeper than your cognitive skills, right? And it takes you to the next level. And then I've seen him, how he found place for all of his struggle, I mean, physical limitations. And then he still continued to have that blissful relationship with Baba, with family, and his own presence. And these role models are the biggest teachings that we ever.
The biggest teachers to us, correct.
Anuja, you have a question?
Yeah, Shanti. So it was really, really wonderful talk, Brother Jatin. Definitely, I had kind of goosebumps a couple of times when I heard things and I could resonate with them. Right? Really, really thanks. Thanks to Harsha brother also for sharing a couple of instances with Chantu Behan. Really, it helps. So one question I had is that the one thing that I'm noticing when I become Sudarshan Chakthari is that whenever I have lot of work, I'm working as well, and I have to take care of my household chores also, and I have a little teenager girl also around me sometimes. So when I'm multitasking, like which is the demand sometimes, right? You have to manage all these dimensions also and remember Baba. So my stage goes up and down sometimes, right? Basically, I feel that, okay, I got impatient, maybe because I did not remember Baba properly in the last 2 hours, or I was just doing a formality, right? So all those questions keep coming. And whenever, obviously, it's a weekend, I have less work and no office, then my stage is up. Then my connection with Baba stays. I'm Garam Yogi. I can cook because cooking and Baba remembrance goes along. But working on a laptop and Baba's remembrance is slightly difficult because it's all mental work and I have to get into back-to-back meetings. So how to fix that problem? That when I'm around people also, lots of things to be done. Like you said, how can I be carefree and surrender in that?
According to my personal experiences, since I am in IT too, so we have to, whenever you work on the IT things, your intellect, your buddhi, your intellect is so much engrossed, so much occupied onto the tasks, and we become so much task oriented and task conscious. It is, yes, I have gone through this, but when you have that core initial desire, okay, I want to stay with Baba no matter what, okay, then how? Then you have to plan, you have to make your own timetable so that at least 1 minute in an hour, just 1 minute, while working, just take out. No need to go somewhere out. Okay, on your sitting on your desk, completely shut down. Try. This is a practice we have to cultivate. You have to develop this. Shut down everything and stay with Baba. Whatever the relation you enjoy with Baba, be into that relation. If you enjoy Baba as your father, just be with father and just like, be in his lap. Like, just visualize Brahma Baba is there and I'm in his lap and I'm just slept for 1 minute. Whatever the relations you have, like you enjoy the most as a friend, as a father, as a mother, as a, anything, just be with him for 1 minute. You have to plan it, but that is not easy. So what I did, every hour, everyone has a cell phone now. I put an alarm for every hour. Beep, beep. It just says beep, beep. It reminds me, okay, Baba. Though it's okay to take the support of this alarm, because otherwise we will get lost into that avatars. Take the benefit of these fans we have. Baba has provided us. Take the benefit. Beep, beep. As soon as okay, connect to Baba, come back to work. So this 1 minute of Baba's, remembrance, that energy gets into us, sips into us, in our mind, our intellect. It will take care of. First of all, it will calm you down. So so many fronts, they need your attention. They need they are sucking your energy from everywhere. We need you here. We need you here. We need you here. And you are as a good person, you help everyone. But you are draining out everywhere. But over there, you have to fill your apron too, to give to others. So Baba's connection every hour is most needed. I also, I did it for myself. Many a times I forgot. In India, 30 years ago, there was no cell phone. There was no alarm clock. What should I do? Should I tell you what funny thing I was doing? On my hand here, I was making one day red marker here. So as soon as I was typing something, my eye goes into red. What is this red? Oh, I have to remember Baba. And I was remembering. So next day, when red was there, so every day red, then it becomes invisible for you. Then I started changing the colors, so that my eyes is not getting rested on that color. Every day there is something new, so you have something new to remember. So now there's no need, but now we have these cell phones or any other trick if you can find how I can get Baba's remembrance every hour. And try not to get frustrated when people are asking your attention. Have your merciful, merciful your being. I have to give. My Baba is with me. I'm not giving. My Baba is giving that. Right? I'm not the ocean. I'm not the Almighty. I'm Master Almighty. He gives. He will give, and He will fulfill everyone's aprons. He will make satisfy everyone. Right? This kind of thoughts you have, this will make your life very easy. Even when you're working. While you're working, you are in the midst of all negative energy. You cannot get away with that. You have to be there. But you have to protect yourself, having the positive energies carved around you. Just remember how to, I have to create a car. Car should not get lost. Don't think of that. Just remember, Baba will create a car around. And don't think too much. Just think about Baba. He will take care of everything.
Maybe if you can guide us through a short meditation.
My Baba, my Supreme Father, I'm so thankful to you You are there for me every time, every second, every moment. I'm so happy. I'm so much fortunate. Baba, you are teaching me. You are sustaining me. You are guiding me. I have handed over my everything to you. I have no worry. All the worries handed over to you. I'm carefree. I'm enjoying my life. I'm the fortunate one, the chosen one. Out of this 8 billion souls on this planet who lives, who spends, who enjoys every moment with the Supreme. My Baba, I'm yours and you're mine. I have surrendered everything of mine to you. Every moment of this confluence age, I am enjoying being with you, serving with you. As you are the Father of all the souls, I'm your right hand, serving with you. 8 billion souls are looking for mercy, power, happiness, and you guided me. And you chose me to be with you, to serve all of them. How lucky I am that I am sitting next to God and helping, bestowing God's light and might to each and every soul of the world. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for choosing me. I will enjoy each and every moment of my life being with you. I enjoy your presence, and I know you are enjoying too my presence. Thank you for being with me. Om Shanti.